So here we are at the Lemont Center for the Arts, located at 1243 State Street in Lemont, Illinois. It is just south of the Aldi on the east side, of 127th Street. I'm just giving a quick view of entrance way to the gallery. The gallery has been here for many years and is in coalition with the Village of Lemont, the Art and Culture Commission. The exhibit right now is with artists from the Lemont Artists Guild. And their website is lemontartistsguild.org. The exhibit is up through August 27th, but come see it as soon as you can. It's a beautiful exhibit with 26 members of the Lemont Artists Guild. We have a few more members than that, but we got about 26 to show. Three of the members showing in the show have left our world: Joyce Affel, Bill Brizick, and Emily J.B. Christian. But we were able to have their work here. Emily's beautiful jewelry is always here in the gallery for sale. She was an exquisite jewelry artist, and we will miss her dearly. The first pieces I walked by of the Cardinals and were by Jean Mark. The ones you just saw were by Liz Connolly, and the top one with the flowers was Gina Rendy and Liz Connolly. They collaborated on that. Here we have the corner of the gallery. We have some pieces. We have Linda Burke, Jackie Uznansky on the wall here. Betty Kirk's beautiful felt and fiber art. Jewelry piece here by Judy Brunzel. Lynn Rosicki did a collage. I'm not going to go into detail because I want you to come see it in person. I personally walked through the whole show and looked at all the pieces and looked up close. I love seeing sometimes where the paper shows through the artwork, where the artist chose to leave something blank, and then where they chose to put some detail in. Here's another Lynn Rosicki watercolor. Down here we have Lee Ristow, photography by Gina Rendy, sculpture by Lee Ristow. These are some of Hosea Barra's beautiful, surreal, abstract type realm artworks. This is a member, William Brizick, who left our world in 2021. He was a wonderful photographer. He did some traveling, and that one is a beautiful piece. I'll tell you that name. It's called Children in Mexico. Just so unique with the smiles, the happiness they show. Here we have another kind of surreal / different world piece. These are done by Michael Presky, and this one you really got to see in person because it's like 3D. I mean, he's got several layers of dimension going on in this one. We have a gentleman, Richard Lee, who also is part of the Lemont Historical Society. He is an expert in the field of microscopy and did some of his photography also from his SEM microscope. So he has had fun with taking those images and making them beautiful pieces of artwork. And then this is Jim McGloin. He's one of our photographers in our group, and he is always just doing great things with angles and sort of juxtaposing different subjects. I really love how he can find interplay with the different pieces he photographs. It's really, everything seems to come together. This is a sculpture by Margarita Piscowi called After Goya. And Chuck Wright, who would come to our meetings, and he would always draw people. He could draw you when you were speaking or sitting there, and quite the quick on the spot drawer, but man, this is a watercolor, and I just love it. I hadn't seen a lot of his watercolors, so I was really pleased to see these pieces in the show. He's done many different types of artwork and murals. Diane Jade Harn, she has had horses, has drawn beautiful horses. This is something a lot of people don't see. It's called tooled leather, and she created this piece from an ad from a leather company, and really just that would take a lot of patience, in my opinion. And David Opon, welcome. He's one of our newer members, and he put this beautiful little piece in. It's called Old Montreal. It's oil. I'll give you a few details, I guess, but would love for you to come see the show. These are Jack Gilroy's, his photography. He's great at juxtapositioning the subject. And moving to, we have Richard Lee, who I mentioned with the microscopy, but he's got a photograph there, a Matos Corian winner, and this is one by Joyce Effelt. She did a lot of pictures of churches in Lemont. She was a watercolor artist, and sadly she's passed on from this world. We appreciate her artwork. Mona Peary, she's a former president of Lemont Artists Guild, but she also is one of the commissioners for the Lemont Center for the Arts, where this wonderful show is at, and she has done so much and instrumental in the center. And love these cows. These are just so cute. Linda Burke, she did these, a couple more pieces here. These are both oil. She's a LAG member, spends a lot of time in Arizona now, and we were so pleased to have her be able to be a part of the show. Matt Kosick, another black and white photographer. This is from a Texaco station in 1981, and the Lockport Canal Superintendent's office. Just, the video doesn't do it justice, but he loves angles and geometric landscapes, I would say. He's very good at combining different geometric images, and the lighting is all so beautiful, all put together. Barbara Kelly, amazing watercolor artist. This one I love. It's like she has it all in there, and if you look at it, you can just see how the image all comes together, and she really is just, it's so simple. It's shapes and shadows, and it's just beautiful. And Cheryl Ferber, I mean, this is a watercolor on black. It's hard to tell because of the glare, but this one's called Mooning Around. I just love those little duckies. They're just so cute. And another one by Cheryl Ferber. And these are more photography, some color pieces here. And we have Nancy Uznansky, who's also a former Lemont Artists Guild president, and she's also here in Lemont. Beautiful photography. And Kathleen Birch, this window she did, they put the picture a little higher up, and I like it because I do feel like I'm looking up into the window. It's called Just a Glance. And here's another beautiful piece, floral. And Kathy Birch is our secretary of Lemont Artists Guild. I mentioned Lynn Rozicki, who is she's our vice president, and Cheryl Ferber is our treasurer. Jean Mark is our board member at large, who I had shown in the beginning when I walked through. She's a photographer, so we have some of her beautiful color photography on canvas. And I think I walked by my pieces here, but I'll just mention them again. I'm all warmed up now, so I can tell you a little more. I'm more of an abstract artist. But then this piece is with my sister, Gina Rendy. I did the black and ink drawing, and she colored it with colored pencil. That takes a lot of patience, in my opinion. So we've just had fun doing that. So really, it's just a wonderful show. I hope you can come to the Lemont Center for the Arts in Lemont. I'll zero in a little more on, I don't know if I zeroed in on these sculptures. Another photography piece here, that's by Gina Rendy. But the gallery space is beautiful. Everybody that does the volunteering for the gallery, thank you for all your hard work and for allowing the Lemont Artists Guild to have our summer exhibit here. We are truly honored. And there's Emily, beautiful picture of her. She was 100. She turned 100 last November, and she's passed on from this world. But she was so dedicated to the center and to the Lemont Artists Guild. And so I will just end with some of her beautiful jewelry that also is here for sale at the gallery. Have a great day, all. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.